Exciting? Emmi gaped at the boy, who seemed completely oblivious that any of this was out of the ordinary at all. "A bit," Puck said. He'd tread over the brochures to peer at the front desk, an utter mess between the wind he'd magically made, the knife-throwing, and Emmi's grab for the telephone. He looked at the computer curiously. "Look," Emmi said, slamming her hands on the table and drawing his full attention. "I am absolutely going to need more information on this situation than exciting. What is going on? Who even was that man?" She paused, a horrible thought flooding her mind. "Do you think he's going to try to come back in?" She looked at Puck as if he had the answers. He shrugged. "Maybe. I mean, hunters do have the reputation of being persistent." His British lilt belied the gravity of the situation. "I need to call the police," Emmi said flatly. She stared blankly at the spot where the red telephone usually was. Cell phone. She could barely process her thoughts, but once she said those words aloud, she focused on them. She needed to find her cell phone and use it to call the police. There was a man who had tried to kill her, or at least hurt her. No. Don't think about that. Find the cell phone. Numbly, Emmi retraced her steps. She had thought her phone was at the desk, but it wasn't. That left the other place where the entire world had gone sideways. The hearth where she'd found Puck. She stopped so suddenly that Puck, who'd been following on her heels, bumped right into her. "Why have I even let you stay here? I don't know you. And you're dressed in leaves." Puck grinned at her. "You do seem very caught up by that detail." "Also, you did magic. And blood are currently bleeding. Green." Puck looked down at his arm. "You know, it sort of detracts from your observational skills if you go about announcing everything multiple times. Makes me doubt you've really noticed it the first time." "Go!" Emmi pointed to the corridor, at the end of which was the locked and bolted door. Her fingers trembled. She didn't entirely trust Puck, but she also didn't not trust him. Not after all that. "No, thank you," Puck said simply. But... Puck stared at her with an amused quirk in his lips, and very firmly did not head to the door. With a growl of frustration, Emmi turned on her heel and marched to the giant fireplace. There in the ash were the remains of the bottle that had been on the table by the hearth. And on that table was her phone.